Carlito remains triumphant. That's right, folks, we survived SummerSlam as WWE Champion, defeating an animal and a legend killer. But make no mistake, things are only going to get weirder from here. But first, if you like this series, please leave some feedback down below, subscribe to the channel, it helps more than you know. On to the action. Stephanie ranks the Raw superstars. Seems like we got some more McMahon business coming up on us. Stephanie McMahon, daughter of WWE Chairman Vincent Kennedy McMahon, gave us her opinions on Raw's biggest superstars. There's a lot of talent on this brand, says Stephanie. Shawn Michaels continues piling up wins and is a perpetual contender. Shawn Michaels, again, is dangerous and cunning. Carlito is still one of the most exciting athletes in sports entertainment, and as far as new blood, I see Umaga staying at the top for a long time. So Shawn Michaels gets mentioned twice. She must be very high on Shawn Michaels. However, this gets a little confusing. We asked about the champion Carlito. That's me. Stephanie visibly blushed. I must admit, he's my favorite superstar on the brand. I've just loved watching him compete against ECW, but I'm also a little jealous. I wouldn't mind if he was in my corner. Steph throwing out some hints, but we are not interested.
I'm tempted to let you get wrapped up in this thing with Stephanie, but I don't want you saying that was the reason I beat you for the championship.
We're gonna roll with what Rick is telling us. We are not going to get involved in that way. I am a married man. Thank you. Got Ric Flair in the main event of Raw. Let's get it.
Vengeance is over, and Unforgiven is just 1 month away. This is Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And King, it sounds like the champions got a not-so-secret admirer.
Come on, JR. Why talk about gossip when the champ's got a title defense in 3 weeks?
You don't think it's worth mentioning that Stephanie McMahon alluded to having a crush on him?
Maybe if I was a 7th grade girl, I would. Grow up, for crying out loud.
Word has it that he's warned the champion against getting involved with the McMahon family.
That makes sense. He knows from personal experience how they can make a superstar's life a living hell.
The championship isn't on the line tonight, but this might very well be a preview of Unforgiven.
And at Unforgiven, the championship will be on the line. That makes this match even more important for both superstars. He turned the tables on his opponent.
Receiving in.
Now this was the first time in this series that we went one-on-one squared off with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And he is an all-time great, but we showed no mercy. He did not lay down by any means, but all in all, Carlito, the WWE Champion, was able to take care of business.
There goes one very unhappy champion.
Who can blame him for being impatient? He wants his championship match right now.
Well, after what we just saw, he might well have earned it.
That's what I say. So why wait? Let's make it official right now.
I think a match of that magnitude needs to take place on a much bigger stage, King. It needs to happen at Unforgiven.
And I think you're just trying to cover for our cowardly, opportunistic champion, JR.
Congratulations on the big win last week, champ. That match was so exciting that I got permission from your GM to manage you this week. I hope you don't mind, but I wanted to be right next to you when you won your next big one.
So Stephanie wants to manage us. We are still not going to show any kind of interest, especially with Vince McMahon breathing down our necks. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not happy with the way you're manipulating WWE management. I am of course referring to the little games you're playing with my daughter, Stephanie. You may be the champion, but that doesn't give you carte blanche to do whatever you want here. Consider yourself warned. Your boss, VKM. See, it's not good. And we've got a spot to uphold here at number 1 in the power rankings.
I just heard that my daughter Stephanie is going to be managing you in your match this week. You better make sure that nothing happens to my little girl, or there's going to be hell to pay.
Lovebirds in the making attract scorn. Kennedy isn't happy. Ric Flair probably isn't happy. It's all messy. Things are getting stranger and stranger pertaining to the WWE Champion Carlito's relationship with Stephanie McMahon. It's causing shockwaves throughout Raw. Ric Flair, for one, is not amused. I can't tell what's more important to Carlito, defending his belt or his schoolboy crush. Unlike our champion, I never mix business and pleasure, but I'm making it my business to disrupt Carlito's pleasure. Even though no announcement has been made, Flair fully expects to challenge for Carlito's championship at Unforgiven. He also fully expects to win and add another world title to his resume.
Unforgiven is less than 3 weeks away. It's good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And we're hearing that the $1 billion princess, Stephanie McMahon, will be on Raw tonight.
She's taking a liking to the champ, and and she insists on being at ringside for his match.
And I'd hate to be the champ if Mr. McMahon's daughter got hurt during his match.
If the champ's got a brain in his head, he'll make sure he doesn't get anywhere near the action.
He considers himself a legitimate contender for the championship. And this is his chance to prove it.
He might just do it. The Unforgiven championship match isn't set in stone yet.
Word has it that the champ doesn't want anything to do with Stephanie McMahon. And yet that doesn't seem to have kept her from coming out here tonight.
The McMahons hate hearing the word no, JR. And sometimes, even if you say it, they still don't hear it.
We took on Edge here, pretty random. He's a formidable superstar here on this game, 90 plus overall, but we, Carlito, sporting a 93 overall now at this point in the series. And we're cooking, and we gave Edge that work.
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great
Turnbuckle.
What does he think he's doing?
Eating their vitamins and saying their prayer.
It's great.
People all good. The crowd behind him all made. And this, look at this. You talk about a house of fire. This capacity crowd. I think both men showed a hell of a lot of heart here tonight.
Well, you're right about... Hey, it's Princess Stephanie McMahon. What's she doing here? Wow. Anytime you've got a McMahon holding up your arm in victory, you're doing something right.
My Lord. Is that what it looks like?
What else could it be? I think Stephanie's got a crush. What a lucky guy.
Stephanie
Having
out
a
there
McMahon
giving us
on
some
your
really
side
good thumbnail
practically
material.
guarantees success.
Yeah, but I don't think
And
her
we've got more
daddy's going to be
articles to
too
report.
happy about this.
Kiss a sign of things to come? So a couple things. She didn't kiss me. She whispered in my ear and she pinched my cheeks. That does not equate a kiss. There was a kiss seen around the world. There was no kiss. As Stephanie McMahon planted one on Raw champion Carlito, we were fortunate to talk with Stephanie about this surprising event. I must admit, I've been waiting to do that for weeks, and I just couldn't resist any longer. It's hard to hide your true feelings about a man as powerful and attractive as Carlito, and I just had to show the world. The kiss shocked the man on the receiving end as well, but we attempted to get a few words with the WWE champion, but we were unable to reach him. Probably because he was catching an earful because that man is married.
Listen, I don't like how close you're getting with my daughter. I've specifically forbidden her to get involved with any of my superstars, and there will be severe consequences for anyone who defies me.
Unfortunately, while training during the week, we did a durability exercise and actually severely broke our leg. We're going to be hobbled for a while, and this is definitely going to affect us in the ring, but we ain't going to let it slow us down.
Hey, champ. I'm gonna be managing you again this week. Oh, and, I've got another surprise for you after the match that I think you're really going to like.
So, the McMahons are just bona fide off the rocker here in this storyline. It's just not good. Love is good and all, but as Raw executive assistant, I have to keep things going in the ring. Tomorrow you're going to be lacing up the boots to take on another outstanding contender. You'll be going one-on-one with Umaga. Make sure your head's in the game. You feel me? I feel you, coach.
Unforgiven is less than 2 weeks away. Good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside, and tonight, the champion faces a third contender and what might prove to be an Unforgiven preview.
And the champ had better focus on this match instead of his love life, if he knows what's good for him.
Stephanie McMahon's infatuation, or puppy love, if you will, with the champ has been met with a chilly reception from her daddy.
And I don't think Mr. McMahon's going to forgive or forget it before Unforgiven.
He's made no secret of his dislike for the champion, and he believes that he should be the #1 contender at Unforgiven.
I'd hate to have to be the one to tell him no, and if he's impressive enough here tonight, hopefully no one will have to.
Well, at least the champion doesn't have Stephanie McMahon to distract him this week.
And it's a good thing, too, because he's got enough to worry about, facing all of those contenders before Unforgiven.
This capacity crap, it's fine. There's nothing else out there. And I'd hate to be in gloves, that's for sure.
And it's got to be said, Umaga's one of my favorite characters, not just in this game, but in this whole time period, the Ruthless Aggression era. Umaga was a fantastic character. He gave us quite the challenge in this match. However, one-on-one, it's hard to beat Carlito.
The rest of us, King. You're also full of horse manure. Oh, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, Umaga gave us some scares here, but we took care of business. We hit him with that Carlito Cushion.
He's wrestling the match his way. I think Stephanie's got something on her mind.
I promised you a surprise, so here goes. This might seem sudden, but we McMahons aren't known for wasting time. I want to marry you next week, right here in this ring.
I don't think Mr. McMahon is going to like it if he says yes.
Yeah, but Stephanie's not going to be crazy about him saying no.
Ma'am, I
It's
am
caught between
married.
a rock and a hard place.
No.
You better not even think about accepting that proposal, mister. For I swear, I will make your life a living hell. Woo! Marriage is no picnic. Believe me. Then again, being part of the McMahon family might be a good career move for you. Your call, my friend. Woo!
I love Ric Flair's messages.
Well, I know my proposal came as a shock to you, and I've tried to be patient and give you time to think about it. But the suspense is killing me. I need to know. Is it yes or no?
We're not doing it, guys. We're not doing it. And delete the messages right afterwards. Still, #1 in the power rankings. You cannot change that, Stephanie. Proposal overshadows the Unforgiven pay-per-view. Normally, a pay-per-view the magnitude of Unforgiven would be on the minds of every WWE fan out there. Instead, no one can stop talking about Stephanie McMahon and Carlito. First sharing a kiss, Stephanie made it known that she wants to share her life with Raw's champion, proposing to Carlito in front of a worldwide television audience. Has she gone mad? Or is he really the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Not only is Carlito's love life in a state of flux, he's also going to have to defend his WWE Championship at Unforgiven mere days away. With so much pressure, will Carlito be able to keep his head above water? My man Carlito does not fold under pressure. He acts as though it's not even there.
I don't know if you've agreed to my daughter's ridiculous proposal or not, but it doesn't matter. There's no way I'm letting that wedding take place, and my son Shane will see to it.
So this angle didn't give a damn what you were going to do. It doesn't matter what decisions you made, I'm guessing, because I have done everything to not piss McMahon off, and we've pissed McMahon off. Let's see how it goes.
Jim Ross alongside Jerry the King Lawler, we're at ringside, and Stephanie McMahon's proposal to our champion is the talk of the entire sports entertainment world.
And meanwhile, let's not forget that the champ has a title defense this Sunday.
And we still don't know who his opponent is or what kind of match it will be.
Well, I know Mr. McMahon's not too pleased with him, so it's not going to be a walk in the park.
Well, the dirt going around backstage is that he agreed to take part in this match as a special favor to Shane McMahon.
And I'm sure getting the chance to soften up the champ, who he might be facing this Sunday, only sweetened the deal.
He's also taking part in this hardcore triple threat match at Shane McMahon's request.
Shane's not taking any chances. He doesn't want to risk having the champ as a brother-in-law, and I don't blame him.
Here comes the champ. What's this?
Looks like Shane Black's taking things into his own hands.
This is absolutely disgusting. I can't believe Shane would do something like this.
Why not? The champ was dumb enough to cross the McMahons, and now he's paying the price.
This isn't going to improve his odds of retaining the championship this Sunday.
Forget about that, JR. The champ's still got to survive this hardcore match.
So we got jumped for doing I don't know what because I'm not messing with their daughter/sister. But regardless, we do not duck our hardcore triple threat with Edge and Umaga. We beat both of these men in the last couple of weeks.
Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house.
I don't even want to think about what that feels like, JR.
What a shot.
But I tell you what, man, this broken leg did not prevent us from getting in this work on Umaga and Edge. We made our presence known and our presence felt as champion. However, Umaga, Edge, they were relentless. This match was a slobber knocker. Umaga had the wherewithal, the gutsiness to make the correct moves and get the pinfall, giving us our third loss so far this series.
Oh my. The champion is in a bad way.
What do you expect? First the assault by Shane McMahon, then a brutal hardcore match. have to. I'm sure Mr. McMahon wouldn't hesitate to strip him of the championship if he doesn't.
But he could be risking serious injury if he tries to compete.
Hey, no one ever said being the champion was easy, JR.
Oh, man, I hate to say it, but I think Stephanie McMahon's been left at the altar.
I don't believe it. This is career suicide for the champ.
Not to mention utterly heartless.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I don't think Stephanie is going to accept any excuses. And hell hath no fury like a McMahon scorn.
My sister's been crying all night, and it's all your fault. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done. But I'm not gonna do it in the ring. You won't know when, you won't know where, but trust me, it's gonna happen. You broke my little girl's heart, and now I'm going to break you. There's a pay-per-view this Sunday in case you've forgotten, and you're going to put your championship on the line. You'll pay for this! By God, you'll pay for this!
What did I tell you about getting involved with Stephanie, huh? Now you've got no one to blame but yourself when I end your championship reign and your career this Sunday at Unforgiven. Woo!
On the surface, everything has fallen apart for Carlito, but deep down, we are stable, we've got a foundation, we've got a wife, so we don't care about Stephanie McMahon. She's a hoe and a trick, not worried about it. Unforgiven, Buried Alive match, WWE Championship against the Nature Boy. We'll catch you next in that episode. For now, take it easy. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you later.